Today we're going to be here at Hollywood Studios. It's a rainy day, but that's not going to stop us from having some fun. Hi everybody and welcome to the World of Micah. Today we are going to be here at Disney's Hollywood Studios to find the filming locations from the 1997 film Tower of Terror, starring Steve Guttenberg and Kirsten Dunst. This was a part of the Wonderful World of Disney made-for-television film that aired on ABC. Later on in the year 2003, they released it on DVD, and it has grown to become one of those, some would say, cult Disney classics. But today we are going to be finding the filming locations that they shot here at the then Disney-MGM Studios. They shot a good chunk of the film here at the park, and we're going to find those locations. If you're new here, click that subscribe button if you would like to support my channel. The link to my Patreon page is down below in the description box. Now, let's take a closer look. Oh, Hollywoodland, the glitz, the glamour of a bustling young movie town. And my friend Bo. How are you, Bo? Nice of you to drop in on today's episode. I've got to head over to the Hollywood Tower Hotel. That's right, you were here. They filmed that movie here with Steve Guttenberg and Kirsten Dunst back in the 90s. I wish they would have put you in the film. You would have been up there with Steve Guttenberg. Yeah, totally. All right, see you later, Bo. The year was 1997 and Disney decided to make a film based off an attraction. This was the first time that Disney had ever done such a thing. Normally, they would make attractions based off of films. There it is, the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Kind of insane that they used the actual attraction inside the film. Most of the time, they would just build something on a soundstage or superimpose something, and they did superimpose this in several shots. One of the first ones I'll show you right up here. They basically took a shot of the hotel and then superimposed it to make it look like it was in the Hollywood Hills. You can see in the photograph, this was the opening title sequence to the movie. To the right, you can see the Hollywood Land hill and sign. It said Hollywood Land on it. But basically they came here, just filmed it, and then stuck it in a photograph for the opening sequence with the titles. The font they used is kind of funny to me because this is supposed to be based on the, the glitz and glamour, and they used something that kind of looked like Goosebumps almost. Also want to point out that Sunset Boulevard and the Hollywood Tower Hotel, the Tower of Terror attraction, had been open since June of 1994. So 3 years later, October 25th, 1997, they made the film. So the game plan is to try and find all the filming locations that were either shot outside of this attraction or on the inside. I believe they only shot a few scenes on the inside in the lobby area right before you go into the pre-show, where normally you would watch the video of the Twilight Zone. The rest, I believe, was filmed at the Disney Studios inside a soundstage. But we're gonna try and find everything we possibly can that was shot here from the film. And then we're gonna ride this sucker. Also, take a trip to the gift shop and see what kind of goodies they have and see if they still sell the DVD. Oh, and by the way, there will be no spoilers of the movie on this episode. So if you've never seen the movie, do not worry. I will not spoil anything storyline-wise. This is strictly a filming location just to find the actual locations. So if you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend watching it. It's a fun one. Well, I was hoping this was the exact spot from the film that Steve Guttenberg pulled up in his car and went to the gate, but it's not. I mean, it kind of looks similar, but it's not. The gate is not the same. It is neat that the outside here does match up with the film. The Hollywood Tower Hotel, established 1917, said the same thing in the film. However, as you can see, the gates do not match up. When I got here and saw that, it was kind of a letdown. I was kind of hoping these were the gates that Steve Guttenberg was running up towards. But there is a shot that was filmed right here. Check that out, October 31st, 1939. And see how the fence spirals right there? Well, the fence was closed and he was looking up right about here. Now this has overgrown. You can see that palm tree has grown significantly since 1997, but he was looking up at the Hollywood Tower Hotel right here through the gate. Kind of crazy. That's where old Steve Guttenberg was looking through the fence. And it's crazy to see that palm tree has grown so much since filming. The next shot was right here, the iconic shot of the Hollywood Tower Hotel from Steve Guttenberg's point of view. Not much has changed. Kind of crazy. It really hasn't changed. And why would it? It's an attraction, but you know, it's also a filming location, and sometimes they do things for films, but they really didn't do too much cosmetically for the Tower Hotel. I really think they wanted to promote it like it was in the park in the film. Another shot was filmed right up here. Basically, this is how it was done. Looking straight forward, as you can see the way this is shot, imagine this flipped to the left-hand side on the back side. Because if you look at the roof and everything else, it all lines up and matches up with this photograph. It was just filmed on the other side. And unfortunately, we can't have access to that second level because of the chain. But if you walked right up here, right there is where that scene was filmed. This shot was kind of tricky to find because of all the foliage and how much has overgrown in this area. But if you come right over here, there is a lamp. You guys see the light right there, the little light post? And this fence. And pay attention to the building right up there. This shot was about right here. Looks completely different in the photograph because, like I said, all these plants and trees has overgrown since 1997. But this is the spot from that shot. Kind of cool. The light is still here. The fence is still here. It's just everything's kind of overgrown since 1997. And I think they want it that way. They want this place to look kind of abandoned. So the next couple of shots are going to be kind of quick. Getting to line these up perfectly might not happen, but I'm going to try my best. The line is slowly moving, so maybe we'll get stuck in each spot. Since I've been in line, though, it seems like all of a sudden the line takes a huge jump and then finally stops. So we'll play it by ear, see what happens. This also is not where they shot the front door, but they did shoot a few scenes inside here. Now this is the main lobby area. Steve Guttenberg would have walked in here. Pretty much looks the same. Even the banner in the background says HTH on it. All the statues look pretty much the same. Even the lamp is the same. A few scenes were shot here with Steve Guttenberg putting a flower in a vase, and also Kirsten Dunst standing over where the mail would come to the lobby desk. As you can see right here to the left is the directory, just like in the film. Kind of awesome. Not a whole lot has changed in this area, but this is where they shot this scene, and then the camera moved right here and the whole gang came walking out right there. Pretty amazing how it was lit up, way more than it is right now. They do have mood lighting, but this is the spot. And just like in the film, check that out, the Tip Top Club. That's exactly where they were trying to get in the movie. And the elevator looks exactly like it did in the film. This is where Steve Guttenberg shined his flashlight on the elevator. So awesome. And how often do you get to come in this room by yourself? Normally you're watching the pre-show, but that's not what's happening today. It's kind of like we get our own little VIP in this room. All right, let's go and ride this sucker. It's almost time for us to step aboard the service elevator. I wonder if Steve Guttenberg and Kirsten Dunst rode the Tower of Terror attraction while they were here. Pretty sure they did. Why wouldn't they?
You are the passengers in a most uncommon elevator about to ascend into your very own episode of The Twilight Zone.
And this scene is just like in the movie as well. Look at the characters here. They put those same characters in the movie. Played by different actors, but still the same characters.
One stormy night long ago, 5 people stepped through the door of an elevator and into a nightmare. That door is open once again. Discover what lies beyond the 5th dimension, beyond the deepest, darkest corner of your imagination, in the Tower of Terror.
Whoa! Whoa! Woohoo! Check out that amazing mural right there of the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Pretty awesome. There's the film right there. You can purchase it. It always made me laugh how they exaggerated the tower, the hotel, in the the front cover of the DVD. You can even get your own Hollywood Tower Hotel bellhop hat and a t-shirt to match. Just like in the film, they're trying to get to the Tip Top Club. They have a print right here advertising the Tip Top Club. You can get your own lobby bellhop bell right there. Is that what you call it? A bellhop bell? Oh yeah, they have a ton of these things. It's kind of funny. Normally you would hear everyone going by and dinging these, but because of this, you don't hear that anymore. I'm sure the cast members here are kind of happy. I always liked that they put pumpkins in here because this whole story took place on Halloween night, 1939. Well, you guys, I think we did it. I think we found close to all the filming locations for the 1997 Disney film Tower of Terror starring Steve Guttenberg and Kirsten Dunst. I think our adventure for today has come to an end, which means it's time to say goodbye. But if you enjoyed this episode, please give me a big thumbs up. This was a lot of fun. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. Super thankful the parks have reopened and I was able to come and bring you guys along. I will see you guys tomorrow on a brand new episode of World of Micah. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye.
A warm welcome back to those of you who made it, and a friendly word of warning. Something you won't find in any guidebook. The next time you check into a deserted hotel on the dark side of Hollywood, make sure you know just what kind of vacancy you're filling, or you may find yourself a permanent resident of the Twilight Zone.